Neil, your Ulster Club All-Star or Hurler of the Year. How does that feel to be in that position again?
Great. I'm very grateful to be in that position. I come from a club that prides themselves on their performance on the big stage, to be honest. And look, we didn't get to where we were hoping to go this year. We were beaten All-Ireland semi-final by the smallest of margins. But I think our group of senior hurlers are a really good representation of our community. They work incredibly hard. They're a great bunch of young men, and they are reaching for the stars. And look, it's a delight for me to be part of it.
It was first time in 6 years, am I right, in winning not only the Antrim but also the Ulster title. Am I right in saying that?
You're right. We hadn't won the championship, as we would call it, in Antrim since 2018, and we had won that one from a late Paddy Burke goal who'd been full back on the day. But this time we'd got out in front, obviously, and had to hang on against Lochgiel. But look, I think we developed with every game that we played through the group stage and the knockout stages, and our best performance of the year, in my opinion, was probably the Ulster final against Lochnail. And really, if we'd have brought that level of performance, I think we'd have seen ourselves in an All-Ireland final. But we unearthed a couple of new talents, the likes of Rory McCollum and Joseph McLaughlin, who has been to the fore in all our scoring and in most of our games this year.
Now, you're 35 now, as you told us there a minute ago. You'll go on for another while, I'm sure.
I will. I absolutely love representing Cushendall. I love being part of that group of young men. I'm privileged that my body has held up in the way that it has to allow me to be part of it. So, look, I think I'm in kind of bonus territory, and I've got certainly more out of hurling than I've put into it, and I've been in a very privileged position. And I think over the last 3 or 4 years, I've really learned to enjoy my hurling, and the lads around me have helped me with that. And look, Cushendall kind of wraps itself around you, and I know that any game that I play could nearly be the last, but I'm lucky to be part of the club that I'm from.
Would you find that maybe, I suppose later in the year maybe you'll know better, but having retired from Antrim, will that maybe ease you through maybe slightly longer club career?
It's possible. The only difference that I see now, I was talking to Owen Campbell very recently. I was pulling into my yard at home, and Owen Campbell was pulling into the yard in Dunsilly to go to training, and I was happy about that for the first time in a while. I loved training. I still do love training, but getting to be at home and see a bit more of my daughter and my wife and stuff, that's important to me now. And I think I probably made that decision at the right time, and I'm very lucky to have the support that I do have from my family. And at the same time, I want Antrim to be successful. I really, really do. Antrim has worked so hard as a group, as a county. If you think of the Saffron Business Forum and the management team that are there, how much they have put on hold to get Antrim back into Division 1, to get Antrim to being a competitive Liam McCarthy county. None of us want that to go away again. It's very important for Ulster GA that Antrim are playing their trade where they are. So I want that to continue as much as I want to enjoy my own time, maybe that is not just so focused on our county hurling.